Hello, welcome to part 78 of this Airbnb Clone Ruby on Rails series, and in this video we will work on email and password update because that is part of user table and not part of profile table. There is one thing that I want to do about this picture. I think it was not correct. Let me check. Yeah, it is a bit distorted, so let's fix that. For that, let's go to app, views, profiles, edit, image tag. Okay, let's add object cover, and this looks better. Same for this, I'll do this header, view layouts, header, in that image tag, and change add class object cover, and this also looks a bit better. So now for email and password, we will have to add them as two separate options and not as one single option, where similar to profile where we can have email input and password input and save it. That won't work, because consider a case where you want to update your email and not the password. In that case, what would happen is, okay, so the first problem is that even if we have email and password, it's sure that we cannot show password, right? We can never show password. So what it means is that that input will remain empty. So in that case, okay, let's do one thing. I'll just show you the problem and then we'll see. I think that would be better. So let's go to our views, go to shared, go to profile sidebar, and let's add an option, add an item. In that I'll use email. Let's change the SVG. Okay, we don't have email. Envelope, copy SVG, paste it here, and paste, cut this line, refresh, and email is here. Now another thing that I will have to change is I'll have to create a controller. So let's create a controller, name it as email controller. I'm naming it as email controller, but I'll show you the issue in this only. Okay, class, okay, I'll have to rename this to multiple emails controller. Definition, in profiles we had used this code, so what I'll do is I'll directly copy this. Actually not copy, we can do this. We will not use set profile because we will have access to current user always because of device. We will create an update and we will create this also, but instead of profile params I'll write it as user params, and let's comment this for now, and I will write raise. Okay, so because this is emails controller similar to profiles controller, the path should be edit email path, controller name should be emails and emails, and we'll have to create a view also. So for that I'll go to views, create a new folder called emails, and in that I'll copy this profiles one, copy and paste it to emails, because again that is also similar. Instead of personal information I'll write email. Instead of this model we'll use current user. Instead of profile path, we'll use email path. So basically we are replacing profile with email. Okay, let's get rid of this. First one will be email, then copy this again, paste it here. Second one will be password. Okay, and get rid of everything else. Not everything else, we'll keep the button. Let's refresh. What is the problem? Edit profile path. Okay, in profiles we have edit profile path, which is correct. Profiles, emails, edit email path. Okay, we haven't mentioned it in routes, right? So let's go to config, routes, copy this profile and paste it and rename to email. Refresh, and it works. But the problem with this is, let's say if I want to change, let me finish the code in controller also. Instead of this, we will use current user, and for user params we will use let me check user params. Okay, params. In params we have user, right? So if we write params dot require user, this will filter out to email and password only. So profile, no, not profile, params dot require user dot permit email and password. Okay, we are using this profile updated successfully. For now we'll use these things only. Now let's try to understand the issue. Refresh. First issue is that we cannot see password, which is actually correct. Obviously we should not show password to user, but if I'll save this, what will happen is the password field is going as empty, and password can never be empty. That's where we will get error. So let's do save, and it did not work. Let's go to our this, and this is the error. Active record invalidation, password cannot be blank. Okay, so it means even if they have to update the email, they will have to retype the password, and if they have to just update the password, then it will work. So a better way would be to separate this out as email and password as separate pages, controllers and everything. So let's do that. For that, what I will do is I'll go to our emails edit view, and in that I'll get rid of the password. Go to my emails controller and get rid of this password in permit. Email updated successfully. I'll have to change this language here also. Updated successfully. Okay, failed to update email. Now let's refresh. Let's see this. Actually, let's make it 25. Save, it worked. Let's go to accounts, email, and it is 25. I'll save it back to 5. Email updated successfully. Why is it going to profiles path? Okay, because of this, edit email path. Yes. Okay, I made it 5 again. Okay, now similar to this, we'll create a password field also. So for password, first I'll choose the icon, lock. Now let's go to our sidebar first. So profiles, no, shared profile sidebar. Go there, copy this email, paste it, change email to password everywhere, because we will just copy paste and create this passwords and passwords. Finally, let's copy this icon, copy SVG, paste it here, cut the path and paste it here. That way we should have, no, we don't have a password icon yet because we are getting error for passwords. That's correct. So now let's start with RVC. So R is the routes, go to routes, copy this email, paste it and write password. Okay, so that is done. Now go to controller, copy this emails, paste it, rename it to passwords controller. Inside that also copy this email and write password. Find email and instead of email use password everywhere. Save this. We will have to create a view also. So create a folder called passwords and in that copy this email one, edit and save it, paste it in passwords folder. Now inside that we will use, instead of email, use password. URL, we will have to update form URL to password path and label should be password and text field should be password field. We can also have same one and use confirm password so that user has to type 2 times password and that would work better. I'm not going in depth of it because it's not that hard actually. Password, let's type QWERTY, save. Okay, it failed. Actually, I don't think it failed. Let's use test5@gmail.com and password is QWERTY. Login and it worked. Okay, so as soon as we change the password, device will automatically log out, which is really nice. If we were not using device authentication, we would have to set up this entire thing on our own. So I think I'm happy with this. Although this is a bit bad because okay, this is not getting highlighted, so it's fine maybe. Okay, no worries. That's it for now, and we'll see in next video what we do because we are done with profiles. And yeah, thanks a lot. Bye bye.